Hello. Hello, Casey. You're not late. You're just in time. Finally started up streaming. It's a bit late in the day. Probably won't be a very long one. But I gotta get work done. As you know. Sorry you'll have to be in all this pain, Casey, over me spending a full workday on emptying my phone and failing fantastically. Your only pain was thinking of my pain. Oh, you. All right, let's get working. Let's start. Hello. Without the stereo, we'll be just mute. I'm pretty good at talking to myself actually, but not without it being publicly recorded apparently. But yeah, I've been wasting it today on not this. I have been looking briefly at it. For those who have been looking at the previous streams, I have been adjusting the scale of the characters. As I've been complaining about, the tracks here don't seem correct size compared to the characters, so I've just shrunk them. But I did keep the previous versions. They were quite a lot bigger, actually. But yeah, what's killing me with this spread right now is just getting the background together. But I think the way to go about it is probably to do what I've been doing recently, which is just all right, go around the contours of things. The creature has lots of legs, or walks a lot around the area. You know, might be slight chance there's just lots of walking back and forth. You know, when there are either many people trampling by at the same time or somebody retracing their steps, then you get a stack of tracks. So what I'm seeing in the huge picture here, which is a bit zoomed out, is that of course I need the outline of just the island itself. But the forest is so fiddly. I'm doing good today. A bit slow and distracted and not really willing to work, but that's expected. Otherwise, pretty good. How about you? Neely, the creator. Hello. You just want to say you think my art is good? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's good to hear. I'm glad people like it. It makes it fun for me to show off the progress on things, since it seems to be quite well received. Now let's just imply that there's some forest stuff going on here. Weird thing with forests on mountains viewed from far away is that they kind of just look like a layer of moss. That's your grandparents. Oh, don't worry about not being able to stay. That's everyone has their own things going on, and you know, I'm very glad that you're popping by, Glitchstar. But don't feel pressure to stay or feel guilty if you have to go. That's all fair, and that's just how life is, you know. No worries there. I won't think that everyone hates me if they leave, you know. This is a hole. Whoa. Yeah, no worry. I want everybody to be comfortable and relax as long as they want to or need to or are able to, and otherwise everyone is free to decide what to do. That's, I mean, if anyone is taking that stuff personally, they're gonna have a rough time. Because reality is that sometimes people gotta go and do other stuff. It's gotta be fair. Right, not to be derailed on the background things, my goal here is to finish this line here. So I should just do that. Follow it along, apply it to this tree. It's like, do I want to make the comic for black and white too? No, not really. Though I do focus on making the line work by itself. Uh, it's a common mistake, I would say, or a common lie to oneself that, oh, it kind of looks jank, but it'll look better with the colors, or it'll look better in post when I get to do all the fixing. But I want things to look good by themselves because that will make them more powerful. I'm trying to not lie to myself in that I will fix anything in post except when I'm like, okay, it looks jank, but I don't know how to fix it. But while not every page might be fitted for black and white, uh, I'll have most of the work done if that would come up. And most things should look good enough to be used if necessary. So I'm not aiming for it, but I'm open for it, and the way I work would probably allow it, if that's a good answer. But no, this is going to be printed as a colored book. Full printed book in full color. All these rocky areas. So yeah, since I've been busy wasting time on uh, file management, uh, by the way, I do not recommend trying to import 10,000 files from your phone to the computer. It will go bad, or at least it went bad for me. And stuff just takes a lot of time and crashes, and I got lots of duplicate files now that I gotta deal with. Yeah, spent most of my day on that, and did ever so briefly some work here where I actually attempted yapping to myself to get some stuff done, and it partially worked. But I prefer yapping to both a current and future audience. Jazz and Nancy, hello. Educated guessing. Yeah, good times. I'm just gonna leave some parts rough here Because, goodness me, this. The more I look at this, the more tired I get of it. So I gotta get going. Gotta move on. And I can check by hiding the colors whether or not I should be adding more in places, probably. Yeah, glitch star. Whatever you do, don't try tasting the cadmiums, because that cadmium is very toxic. And you bet tons of artists kept dying from, you know, uh, licking the brush tip to make it pointy and stuff. You wanna try cadmium now? Please don't, Casey. I would miss you. Remember, life is worth living. Don't lick the cadmium. Red Loves, hello. Am I from Norway? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm a Norwegian comic artist, author, illustrator, art person who speak Norwegian and live in Norway, like a lot of Norwegians do. Just just Norway stuff. You do? Nice. Hello, fellow Norwegian. Welcome to my stream. We're making comics. And to you, I could recommend, if you haven't read it already, to check out my comic Rino, Reisen til de dødes øy, which is, well, the previous book. I am currently working on the sequel. And streaming meanwhile, because work is lonely. Now, what happens if I turn off the color for a bit? Glad you like my art, Red Loves. Alright, Glitch Star. See you around. And don't worry about it. You don't have to apologize. It's if you gotta go, you gotta go. It's all good fun. Thank you for popping by. Appreciate it. Vicky Dragon, hello. I'm just going to, as a habit, be saying hello to anyone on YouTube. I'm not sure if that feels weird for the Twitch pals or not. What do YouTube streamers do? Casey, do you know? No, but what? Casey, do you know what YouTube streamers do? Is it crazy to be like shouting out every name that pops by? And is it weird for you Twitch pals hearing me saying hello to someone you can't see? YouTube names are weird. You're not wrong. Not that Twitch names are much better, often. A lot of the time, it's kind of crazy stuff going on. At some point, I can try merging both chats. I don't want it. I don't want. No. It's much tidier with the only Twitch chat. Oh, hey, my phone is updating. Finally, got space for it. I don't know how many months that phone has been nagging at me for not having space. Let's see. Where do we lack some definition in this general area and up here. Other than that, and also like just the back here. So we'll apply this. Good. Bread lovers writing a book. Nice. Hello, fellow creative. Right, I'll focus on this area. Yeah, of course it's messy. Oh, the mess. Maybe it was a bad idea to use my homemade brush for making some noisy plant flavors. Like this. Like the idea here is just making noise to imply that there is nature going on. Just some ever so slight naturing. Oh, these trees are just turning very large at the moment. Okay, if we hide then. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. Moving over to this general area. Try to keep it a bit messier. Also, you might notice today is not a music day. I'm not playing music today on stream. You can listen to your own for your relaxation or pumped up vibes. I will not be stopping any of you from listening into what you want. Though, if you are listening on stuff on YouTube, I sort of kind of recommend getting a plugin that can handle the volumes for certain tabs. Follower goal, Matt. Whoa. Why did that come up? It doesn't say who followed. Well, great. How nice. Thanks everyone who followed me on Twitch and on YouTube, of course, but Twitch chat was making a buzz of it. It was you! Bread loves, hello! For some reason, my activity feed does not show that you followed, but thank you very much for the follow! I appreciate that. That is grand. 90 followers. They grow up so fast. But yeah. Hey, hello. If you haven't seen me before, I am Grus. I make comics in Norwegian comic books. And I like to stream while I'm working to keep focus on the drawing and not just hop off and do anything else, which I am very prone to do nowadays. Like I tend to be not very motivated to do my thing unless I have not necessarily a body double, but someone around me, or the idea of someone around me. The idea being, well, later viewers on YouTube, potentially. The potential future viewers. Yeah, this video is for you. I imagine there might be some people out there who, like me, enjoy having some sort of company when working. And just like you guys are keeping me company, I'm here to keep you company while I yap nonstop about what I'm thinking about or what I gotta do or that I don't want to work. That's usually what it's about. Whoopee! Oh, this is all twiddly work. It's so small. I actually don't like doing all that small, finicky work. So how does it look? Quite decent. Still lacking in the middle area here. Like, is this a plant or a rock? I'm rendering as a rock. Okay. Then Bread Loves, I got a question. If you're writing a book, what kind of book are you writing? What's your genre? What's it about? Is it fiction? Is it non-fiction? Oh, the iPhone is the phone is alive. Finally. I don't want the Face ID. Oh yeah, we're multitasking now. Don't share analytics. Uh, can I skip design things, please? Please, please, please. Goodness me. All right, we're back. We're set up. We're good to go, and things are back to how it was. Oh no, they changed the clock icon and the camera icon. How will I ever find it again? So yeah, for context, my phone has been unable to update for months because it was full of stuff, and I've dealt with parts of it, perhaps a fourth of it, or something along those lines. Enough for it to actually perform an update, which is great. But really, what is the liquid glass thing? I don't. It does seem quite poorly animated. I can say that because I got education, I can have opinions. You think I can tone it down? No, what? You mean it's possible to adjust the animations? Or am I being too loud for you? Maybe not. Yeah, I wouldn't know. If it bothers me enough, I'll uh, look into it. Yeah, you can adjust the opacity of that stuff and I guess decide whether or not you want it to be dark mode and stuff like that. Yeah, but like, you know, the login screen with the numbers and stuff, those bounce around like crazy. Which I guess is what the liquid part is. It's just sloshing around horridly. Yeah, I'll look into it. Uh, my iPad got that update a while ago, and I went, ugh, why do they feel like they have to do this? But maybe I'm the Grinch who just don't like the change. Might be. Just a plebeian user wanting the good old stuff. Are things coming together here? Whoop. Oh, this is kind of rough work for my hand, I notice. I get lots of small movement on screen, like a small portion of the screen. That's not good for the wrist. Stay safe, artists. Be aware of small, tiny wrist movement. I could try doing the precision mode. I want it all the way below, like so, to help me do the small things, but more accurate to the actual size of the tablet I'm using. When you were 13, you had wrist problems? Ooh, that's rough. And early. For my part, it's. I really wonder how well I would do with an XL Intuos 4, actually. The Wacom Intuos 4 is ancient and by far the best tablet I've ever had. So I have two large models and one medium model, but I wonder if extra large would fit better for the screen size that I'm working on. Especially since I do tend to uh, favor information over the scale I work at. If that makes sense. I like to view things, like many things at once, and so all the things become kind of small. And when everything becomes small, hand movement becomes small. Uh, this precision mode can't really be scaled very freely, but thankfully it did have a sizing option at some certain steps, where one step seemed to actually, well, fairly match the area and the physical size of the tablet. So that's good, though it does require some recalibration of my eye-hand movement. The coordination is crazy. No, I gotta remember that it's okay to stay loose and not like follow every part to a T. Like, it's okay to be wild. Colors will probably not be noticed to be like fairly off. Only downside with this view is that since it grays out everything outside, I can't really tell what I'm doing like in the overview. Almost like having a large monitor doesn't really help. Whoa. Speaking of writing books, should you start with a short one? Yes, you should. Or if you really want, like if you have an idea that you are most eager to do, start with a scene. Something that you imagine more vividly, but just as a short snippet that belongs to whatever you want to do. That's my recommendation, at least. Uh, and I say that because coming up with something smaller that is different from what you had in mind might be just as hard because you got to figure out a whole different idea. And the main idea might become, well, it doesn't evolve any, but depends what you want to do. But definitely short stuff, and remember, do not write and edit at the same time. You gotta write freely, and then afterwards you do like an editing round or phase to stop you from being overly critical of whatever you're gonna do. I think you can have some editing here and there, unless you want to go full chaos. Depends how long it is. But yeah, I think I do recommend going through the process with a shorter thing. Just like I made super crappy low poly thingies in Blender to learn texturing and some animation. That stuff was super silly, but it helped me through the workflow so I could learn that without spending years in one part and then being clueless the next time I touched it. No falling into the edit hole. Yeah, pretty much. All right. How's that looking? Off with the precision mode. That kind of looks good. I've fallen into the edit hole plenty of times. It's not fun or recommended. In no way. Movement like this is much better for my hand. But then the issue is I can barely see. Can't navigate, see it as a whole. To be fair, that's mainly because the overview is taking so much space. Don't need all that. We're focusing on the upper part. Lower part is practically done. Yeah, I think so. Here we go. And yeah, if you can't figure out a part, you just skip it. I say that as if it's easy, but if there's really no part that's possible to figure out, then move over to where you imagine you would like to end up, maybe, or be next. I often do a lot of reverse engineering on the writing. Like, okay, I just want to go through these and these things. How can I make it most natural for the action to move forward in that direction? Hey, Maniac, how are you doing? We're still working on this background piece. I would say sorry, but I'm not. I had a good break this week and it was good and great and wonderful and a break. Good vibes. You just have an idea. You were hoping the story would tell you where to go. Now you gotta discover it, man. If you don't have that idea already, you gotta write it out, see what happens. Ah, you're home from vacation, Mary. That's nice. Ready to have your time off before school starts? Oh, yeah. Getting used to the powerful equipment after a whole month on with the travel equipment. Yeah, that's a vibe. That's fun though. Might be some transition time between, but I'm sure it's comfortable to get back home to the usual setup. I think I've had that feeling too with big screens. What used to be my iMac 27-inch. It's too huge, man. Can you imagine playing Stardew Valley on that thing? Spoilers, Stardew Valley was not made for playing in 5K. It was just no go. You could actually tell in the skill mine wherever there would be dragons, they would just be flying in, at the edges of the screen, and I would be like, oh no, I'm scared before they even charge at me. Why? Because I'm a pleb. Um, I'm super scared. Alright, there we go. Nice, we can apply these now. Very good. Yeah, you got some balancing between uh, calmness and noise all over here, which is good. No. Oh, what do I want to listen to? I want to listen to the old stuff. Stuff I've been listening to for a couple of weeks. Now, what's next? It's this general area. Gotta keep it at a certain level. could even do some stuff here, but I'm not sure. Like these little twigs of trees are, they don't really fit in. But I will be naughty and leave that for future me to handle. I'll likely just try painting over it or something to imply stuff, but I'm not bothering flattening it out. Seems like the most reasonable way. Wait a second. It's kind of messy, yes. And then we gotta define sort of the opening of the forest. I'll apply that, and I think for the sake of tidiness, I'm going to add to cross-hatching the remaining parts just to imply where the forest stuff is happening. When it comes to stories, I often have this idea of stuff I want to happen, and my problem is figuring out the reasons for why this should happen. I'm not sure that counts as backwards engineering of a story. It does feel like it. I usually know where I want to end up. I want scenes, stuff I want to include. Oh, it's getting warm. It's a hot day. Now the bird is behind me on the chair. Recently, I was thinking about a character who has like this terrible backstory, and I'm wondering, like, okay, but how did he get there? What happened? What what got him to shit? And also stuff I question about his design, because it's kinda bland, perhaps. He's a handsome character, but his motivations and stuff don't really seem to be quite in place. And in general, how he behaves and stuff isn't at all figured out. You're gonna be AFK to work on projects? Alright, see ya, Memyeg. have fun with projects and creating stuff. I notice I'll be probably speaking a bit on and off. I got the thing going now with my throat, uh, which I'm not really sure what it is. I think maybe I'm allergic to it, to milk or something. And I am for sure having coffee with milk at the moment, so sometimes things feel like they are clogging up a bit. Makes it uncomfortable to speak, but well, I'm not dying. Oh, but I got this terrible thing that I'm listening to music and I so want to animate stuff to it because it would be great, it would be amazing. But first off, it's a lot of work, and second, I don't have the license to the songs. So it would have to be purely fan made and have no right of being on YouTube, for example. But I've been thinking that maybe I could do snippets that I animate and then upload as just short 5-second clips, perhaps. Hello, Ash. Is tracing poses cheating? Yes. You don't learn much from it, do you? Depends what you're doing. If it's for your own learning and not for making something specific, then you can do tracing, but you cannot really claim that you made a thing. But you can trace for trying to understand stuff. That is my short answer without checking on any context. Lord Patch, hello! Long time no see, how are you? Hi! Haven't seen you around lately. You're okay? That's better than bad. What are you up to nowadays? Oh oh, the sickness bug. Let's hope. Be if you've been good with washing your hands and otherwise keeping your distance, you have the best chances. And if you do get sick, I sure hope you have room for taking a break that you will be needing. Now look at us, we're making comics, comic stuff. And I think I'm about to wrap up a quite tedious part Oh, but it's full of all these small nooks and crannies that shouldn't be perfect. It's not important, but I kinda need to do it right now. Kinda need to do it still. What? You had to take a mini hiatus because of guests? Ah, always in work or at a thing. Boy, then you've been busy. Last week I was streaming every day. And that's no shame to you. I was, after all, streaming during work hours, so I would not be surprised if uh, everyone who have been wanting to join couldn't because they were at work. So you are most excused, but it's good to see you. Makes me happy. Neat 2026 on YouTube. You want to ask, how does one get into compositions? Is learning perspective necessary? You're having a hard time drawing from imagination, but you're really, really good at copying. Well, for every time you copy something, you are kind of adding it to your mental library. And so copying a lot is one piece of the learning, but drawing from the mind is just an also just as valuable exercise for being able to reach into that mental library, if that makes sense. Perspective for composition, yes, in the sense that getting a good intuition for how scale works between, well, anything really, creatures or buildings, trees. I have scale going on in this composition. Hello. This mad creature of a picture has been terrible. And for me, I had a scaling problem in this composition because the characters were way bigger. They were this big, but I have some reference that show that uh, according to the footprints, they should be way, way smaller because the creature that put those footprints down is humongous. And so I had to kind of fix that by actually shrinking the characters. But yeah, learning perspective and understanding perspective, how it works, very useful. I recommend looking up some guy, Thomas Romain, made a very good tutorial on explaining perspective, the horizon line, viewpoints, and scale in relation to one another. I have, let's see here. For my characters, I have this lineup that shows how tall everyone is in relation to each other. And I can use that, say, if there was a horizon line going here, the light blue border there, I would know that, all right, we got the hip of this dude and the head of this kid. If the horizon line is there, I would know both how large the kid should be and if they are standing on the same height. I would know that, all right, the head should be aligned with about the belt's size and stuff. And I know that because I've been looking into the perspective stuff and been trying to understand it for a long time. Uh, being good at copying does not really help if you're not good at understanding what you're copying. So you gotta figure out how to use that. Is my way too long answer to that question. Comfy ducky. Learning anything is necessary in drawing, because even if you don't need it right now, you can use it later. Yeah. Yes. And there's a balance to that. in that just learning stuff for the sake of learning it, that can be quite rough. I don't learn history stuff. I find history stuff super boring, and so I will forever avoid learning history stuff until I really, really need it and have to read up on it. So part of the journey is also having projects where the stuff comes up and you gotta perform it. And it might look terrible because you haven't really practiced it, but at least you got the gears turning in your mind to try understanding and solve the problem that you made before you. So that's only good fun. Oh, you're welcome, Nate. Every tutorial just ends abruptly in a few boxes and a few vanishing point exercises. Rough. Hold on, I'm gonna Thomas Romain perspective. Tips for keeping things. Where can I find that? It's been shared widely, but there's no longer a huge thing about it. This is I found a link to a blog that is just explaining a lot of the mechanics. Well, it's taking the pictures from Thomas Romain's demonstration thingies. Here, I'll post it in chat. This is just some blog I found right now. I'll share it here too, if you're curious, Patch. It holds illustrations from Thomas Romain that explain explicit parts of understanding perspective that isn't just oh, you do the vanishing point here, you do the vanishing point there, and you make a box. Wow. Nobody tells you not to put the vanishing points too close together to avoid like super pointy grid. Like, oh, you make your vanishing points. You're like, okay, there's one, and everything down here in this area looks super skewed because whatever you're drawing should be like framed somewhere in here where you wouldn't have noticed. Also, what very few people actually explain is that not every object has to share the same vanishing points. A turned chair would say if this is a room and there's a chair, tiny chair in this room, and there would be another chair that is slightly turned differently. It could have a whole different vanishing point that is like here or whatever. And that one would have like, for, I don't know, we'll push it way back there somewhere. So yeah, it's a whole world. It's boggling to dive into, but it's so satisfying to understand. No music today. That's right, Patch. Today you are free to choose your own music. Because I'm choosing to listen to stuff that I can't really share. Licensing, copyright, blah 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 stuff. Yeah, you know how it is. Whoa. That means you can find music you wanna listen to. What did I know? Yeah, that's the thing now. I should make sure to do this. Like so. Because I'm deleting the yellow here afterwards. Yeah, not surface level. You can always do the super basic perspective things and be like, this is 1 point, this is 2 point, this is 3 point. Spoiler, practically anything you look at ever is at least 3-point. So, you know, um, I love using 3-point where it's not even necessary because, especially when doing comic panels, oh, I can try finding one. Remember to save your progress if you're working on anything. You don't want to lose it. Now, what we have. Draw a circle. Hold on. Look, here we have. Well, this is also quite kind of extremely from below. And I think actually I did have a ruler for it. Where is it? Or did I delete the ruler? No, I didn't. Alright, there's a ruler here. It's barely visible. But the horizon. Clip Studio Paint has a nice ruler function. It's kind of dark. It's very hard to see, but below here you see there's this dot. There's stuff going on here. Here's my horizon for this panel. So that's a crazy one, but I make sure vanishing points are far apart outside the picture to not get any crazy angles on any grid squares. And also I have a vanishing point, what is it? Above? Above. Like way above. You can see the dot is like way up here. Here. So I wonder if anyone else were like, as a kid, I was just lying in the couch and looking up, or even looking at stuff upside down and pretending that walls or ceilings could be the floor. And from that, I got kind of an understanding of viewing angles. All right, there's a circle to be drawn. Where can I draw a circle? I gotta jump over to the next page, really. Oh no, it's terrible. There's barely any layouts. Dang. Hold on. We're gonna get a circle. Let's make it green. There you go. Circle for you, even with stuff on it. Yay. Would those vanishing points be really difficult for traditional art? So I know some Marvel artists would be, what they would do would be, they have this huge drawing table, right? And they would put a pin somewhere at the drawing board. So they would, this would be their drawing board, and their drawing would be in the middle because those drawing boards were huge, and they could put down a pin here or something and hold a string around as vanishing points. But while that is a practical solution, what I do, if I got this panel and I'm like, all right, we have the horizon here, and we got, I don't know, some stuff going on that requires grid space, I would be like, drawing where I think the room stuff is, assume that just, all right, they just meet somewhere here. As long as I know where the horizon is, I could wing out the in-betweens like a fan thing, and that would be my grid, and it would be good enough for most purposes. You know, that's basically it. But it's important that you understand the stuff. Then you can start doing the lazy things. I remember doing some projects where I honestly cooked my brain on trying to understand how the heck do stairs work. And there were so many lines, so many rulers, so much stuff. And after after doing that for a bit, it kind of came together. It became something that now that I understood what I was doing, I didn't have to put up all the lines anymore. I could just wing it. So I do recommend doing a lot of the hard work to begin. Oh, I didn't hide this. Nice. Do a lot of the hard work to help you understand, and then you can start cheating, basically. Oh. One day I will publish a comic and there will be a forgotten diagram on one of the pages. Yeah. Oh, Explorer, hello. Welcome. I'm doing great. I'm being distracted with perspective questions. That's great. How are you doing? Whoa. But I love explaining some perspective stuff here and there. So I hope that very rambly and short-ish explanation is of use. It's also good to analyze a perspective. I sometimes do that when I give feedback to friends, where I can tell there's something wrong in an interior shot. It's usually that characters don't look the same height because they are basically acting on different planes, as as if they're drawn. They're drawn as if they're not sharing the same horizon line. Horizontal. No more distractions. Sorry. No. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. Don't worry. I'm having fun. You turned me into a Viking explorer. Now I gotta remember to check it. Cause I'm too too bad I'm bad at rowing. That was like the huge VM like football shenanigans for Norway. I can't believe that became a meme. Now I gotta. I'm curious. I will have to look. Um. Oh my god, it's a video? Oh, the charm. Dang. I never knew there was a community tab and that it has mentions. I will have to look at that. It looks cute from the thumbnail. How dare you turn me into a Viking? I love the sail. That is beautiful. All right, back to my Clip Studio. Like Clip Studio paid software. Okay. Now what's okay? It's not even important. I don't have to do a thing with this. It should be very low detail because I've spent way too much on the time on this. And this will require some tidy up over time. I am not going to bother fixing this. Oh, no, it's too much. It will look nice if I do it, but no, I don't wanna. No, I'm super tired of this this part. I can't do it. I'm caving. I'll fill in this sort of its own area. Glad I like it. Yeah, looks super cute. On my way to Britain to steal their women and plunder whatever they have. Their royalty supplies, perhaps. I don't know, Patch. You know of anything worth of stealing for a humble Viking? Right. All the snacks? Yes, I will come to Britain and steal all the snacks. Perfect Viking plan. So, yeah, we've only been on for an hour. It'll probably not be the longest stream today because I started late. But we'll see. I'm trying to keep an eye on the clock. Not because I'm going anywhere, but I'm not home alone anymore, so gotta kind of pay attention to when people are coming home and not. No, I'm detailing the colors, guys. Don't let me do this. It's the I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, some of this is already flatted. I forgot. Yeah, see, I shouldn't. Abort. Away with it. This is now a gritty noir. Oh no. What a terrible fate. Should this be something? Probably. Kind of like just wet. Wet grass. Okay. Looks fairly detailed. And with that, I'm gonna select this. I can just hide that part. Delete. And then, oh wow, this one got very mangled. I'll do shrink fill. Oh, it's supposed to exist. It's not supposed to be all gone. Just specks and dust. It's supposed to be there. So then we hit the button. No, first we save because this is a huge document. Boom. Just doing the thing several times. And it looks fairly good. Then we can go ahead and delete the yellow. Oh, dang. Wrong bucket. There we go. Now that's fairly accurate flats of the background. And background inks can move over to being colored inks. Now we get, let us not forget to have the characters balloons here. There's this other layer. Usually I don't want this many flats layers, but I'm keeping some for reusability. Maybe I think I just want to do this part. But so, without that one. There. Then I can go clean up around here. What do you mean the sky is yellow? Well, it sure is in several JoJo illustrations. It's kind of radical though. Very cool. Like it. I enjoy when people are being bold and choosing crazy colors for the sky that one wouldn't necessarily think of as the usual color. Like the sky isn't always blue. That is truth. Perhaps not the gospel truth, but truth regardless. You have seen a yellow sky. Yeah. Whoops. Yellow sky exists occasionally. Super summer. Hey, did you catch the eclipse, by the way? I did not. I had bad weather. You did. Nice. Ah, you put the pictures in the Discord? Nice. I don't check by there very often, but maybe I'll go check out your eclipse photos. I will send some very good eclipse photos from Spain. Looked really cool. Let's see, how do I go? Let's see, we do like this. Erase there. No. Erase there. Then expand again by hitting the button. Yes. Then we have done the tidy job. Very tidy. Super good. Oh yeah, please send them to me. Love to see. Okay, this shot took a while and it's not yet perfect, but any touch-ups or fixing will be saved for a later visit. Because this has been going on forever. As in, maybe three streams now? You sent them. Neat. Let me snook it. Snook. Oh, that is cool. It's a banana. Actually, it's a power moon. You out there? You out there playing Super Mario Odyssey? Beautiful. Thank you. Solar banana. Yes. Okay, we have created the thing ish. Or a good enough thing for now. I will close this humongous document. Never look at it again. I'm just kidding. I will visit it again soon. But hey, look at how much we've done lately. This here is the overview of my whole project. It's, how is it? Not exactly 117. It's more like, yeah, 110 pages, so it ends here at the purple page. And I've now inked page 42 and 43, since that is a spread. And the past week, I've been inking these pages. Here we have another scale problem. If it bothers me enough, I will shrink the characters on there. But it has felt good to be progressing I never thought I would get this far. This is another spread that I started coloring in, but it is super heavy. I think it even crash clipped it that day. Page 33. By a big tail. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. That is one of the pages I will have to revisit for accuracy or getting a different scale to the island. Same with page 24. It's I skimp on the concept arting and then struggle with getting things together. But the past week I've been testing out this new way of doing backgrounds, which involves color blocking first and then inking on top, which seems to have, well, for the last one, probably not saved any time, but it feels very convenient in that I can shape the composition with color, and then everything, like important areas, will already have flats. So that's wonderful. Your eyes are being blessed. Cool. Cover them up. Make sure you don't get burns. So much art. Oh yeah. And dang, I haven't known that this page actually lacked proper layouts. Don't know if I'm fit for that at all. Uh, might be next page is a better option because it has at least some stuff to work with. But let's see. Now I'm gonna make a proper extra window that is zoomed out to approximately print size. I say approximately because while it is legit print size on screen, the screen is way further away from me than a book would be. But it helps. So, no, we want to use the thing. And we try layouting. I'm not sure if I'm fit for this at all. Layout stage is supposed to be for doing the final composition with like where characters are, how they are posing with the correct proportions as a way to ease into the proper sketch stage. Now the boys are racing. Now what I learned from previous page is that doing tracks that are like overlapping is super difficult. And if these are tracks like this, running looks lovely. Thank you. There's a lot of running in here. Now the important part is that I don't mind like doing, I try not to do too much detail, but like we saw in terms of scale, kids are very small compared to the footprint. And I want the footprint to be visible. So footprint has to be small enough to be noticed in the picture. This time I can try figuring out this stuff before I start drawing the characters properly. Ah, dang, I do need the little image, like replicating these tracks from a different angle. I'll give up on that straight away. Except maybe they're coming down along this one. Ugh. I'm not gonna bother, I say. I look at it, and then I bother. It must be perfectly matched. Yes, down to the tiniest atom. Now there's some stuff there. I'll probably have to redo parts of this later. Now, thankfully, everything that's like here is an invisible area in the previous page. So that one, I'm kind of free roaming. Curious, like why they would be running so far to the side, though. They probably aren't. Okay, we make a selection. We deselect the baby, and they're running down about here. Yeah, probably. This is kind of the perspective shenanigans that mostly drain my brain power. Because I gotta make. I I want stuff to align a bit. And I don't have to super mega match, but I do go quite a lot out of my way to match stuff. You must go, Patch. No! But thank you for popping by. It's super good to see you. I wish you a good evening. And hope to see you again soon. The bird has hopped on top of the monitor. Whoa. Don't poop. Don't poop there. Get it? If you're gonna poop, you gotta go on the shelf. Alright? You got it? Is he gonna poop? Ska du bärsha? He backs up. He delivers the poop. Told you. Good bird. For those who don't know, I have birds at home. And they poop. And sometimes I have to be strict and tell them not to poop where I don't want them to. Okay, so this whole road is quite wide. Like all this would be covered in like dirt, basically. And also this part would be mostly wide dirt road and barely some red rock. But we're figuring out things. It looks like I've been implying that someone's tripping. I also think I want this specific panel to be just smaller. As a way to give them give more space for uh, showing more characters on top of the hill. Lock that again. I think if I focus on doing this back image first. Oh, we're having the little aloe plant saying hello from atop the hill. That's beautiful. Oh, there's the top of the hill. And there's a slide. It's not yeah, the doodle is drawing that tree a bit too large, so I'm trying to tone it down. This is still quite a rough layout. It's gonna be needing some cleanup. Captain's over here. He's super tiny from above there. Sorry, having a bit of an intermission here. All right. Good, good. Well, merely seeing this come together ever so uh, subtly is super nice to see. I am loving it. Now, I'm seeing in the background here, we have stuff going on. Uh, let's see. All right, that's one part. That's one part. I think I want. Yeah, okay. How will I do that? I gotta. Whoops. I gotta select this first, then deselect the parts. I think I'm gonna exclude. Then I can select that part and that part. And again, deselect everything that doesn't need to be included. Then I can do this to make sure the parts I like are going to be included. They're going to look like they're a bit further away, but that's gonna be nice, I think. It's gonna feel nicer. Also, we notice the green line here. That means that that's kind of a safe spot for keeping details. I shouldn't have much detail beyond that green line because that will just get lost, really. Oy. Wrong thingy. Um, so I'm gonna make that a different color. Well, maybe not that, a different color. No, it's good enough. It's good enough. Then we can use the background lasso tool to fill in stuff here, fill in the gaps. And for the rest here, I kind of like those small bits, but I'll have to lift them a bit. Maybe I can transform them. Oh, forgot to deselect these. Okay. Like so, that way they're visible from where I am implying that there will be uh, hill stuff. Very good. I think I like that a lot. This part, of course, is super strikes me that uh, one of the greater things that annoy me with uh, some people is that they will stop talking mid-sentence and not finish. And I am becoming that person, which is slightly embarrassing. Now we're trying to align those tracks while not being too sacred about anything. Sacred or precious, I guess. Words. We're just wording. And we're slowly getting closer. See, that works a bit. I will not be going into great detail with that. But we can do the tree. This doesn't have to be all that accurate because I will be drawing over it, trying to make it proper later on. And so this will just be awkward shapes. Oh, there's a. These are odd thorn trees, which is funny. They're kind of enclosing the captain. I'm not sure if I like that because while it is pointing at him, it is also perhaps making him stand less out. But we'll see about it. I'll be glad when I'm done with the Traxy looks. I think possibly I'll be going on for another 15 minutes, perhaps. And if I'm going on for another 15 minutes, I think I am going to be silly and go ahead and do something else. So we got the reference base. I'm gonna do some work on my tiny little silly project, which is this. Well, that took more than 30 minutes. Ah, yes. Welcome back, Glitchstar. I just put away my my work to do other stuff. Thank you, Explorer. This is purely a meme piece to describe the character. Poor man. He's insecure. Look at him. Poor. He's suffering. Okay. So sketch images, that's these. I'll have to. This is the hike one. And I'll make a What if it is that? What's he can be my angle or my devil? Yes, it is. It is a meme. It is a meme that goes way back to the olden days. What even is this? He's shameful. Totally, he's shameful. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Excuse me. Where's the? Oh right. Well, can I please get a selection of that and only connected? And then we mask. Very good. He is shameful. Yeah. If you Google I can be your angle or your devil, you will get a lot of images. Uh, I don't know when it started, but it has existed for many years. I want to do just sketch this boy. Is he aware of the things he's doing? You mean being violent with hammers, putting stuff on fire, cackling amidst the fire on top of a building? Yes, that is why he is very shameful in this one. Shameful and insecure. Oh, but as vague as the sketch is, it is already perfect. I cannot. I can't. But yeah, he is aware, but he's struggling. He's trying to be good and do nice things, but he's he's plagued by his inner demon. Oh, but yeah, Lizard Buddy makes him. It tempts him to do like the bad stuff, and it does feel really good to do the bad stuff, but he is also very aware that the bad stuff is very bad, and it would be ideal if he didn't do the bad stuff. Why is he mocking you? Don't know. Oh, this is so tilted. Look at this. This is why I flipped my canvas to see like what's going on. It's kind of a difficult angle. But might be I will not be able to actually make this one. Is the lizard his inner demon or an external force? Well, it is a demon that is using him as a host. Uh, and what he doesn't know is that he was born with kind of a fire spirit already, but the demon kind of ate it and gatekeeps his fire powers. And using those fire powers feels really good. Hello, Sunny. So it was screwed from the beginning? Yeah. Poor guy. Uh, I'm still thinking about, like, how could that make an interesting story? I'm not sure if that will ever be an interesting story, but I'm having fun. It sucks to suck. Yeah, sometimes you're just unlucky and your life is shitty. And you have people or spirits around you that are making things bad. Uh, external forces are usually with you to shape you or make life harder for you. Oh, thank you for the sub, Sunny. Nice. Thank you for checking by. This is interesting. Oh, we'll see if we'll be seeing more of him ever. It's very much at an underdeveloped stage, and I am only doing this for describing the character properly on Artfight at the moment. I'm destroying this. No. Is it like eyes low? Hey, Grus. Sup, Grus. Oh no. No. Don't do this to me. I have less than 10 minutes on and I don't have anything in my glass. No. No. Don't make me. Fine. I'll run grab some hydration. To honor you. Water acquired. Hydration complete. Thank you, Glitch Star. But yeah, I'm working on figuring out the character. Recently, I was mentioning this a bit earlier this stream, but I was figuring out like I'm claiming that this guy is a tiger, but you can see he's got only fluffy ears and otherwise very few tiger traits. And now I'm thinking that all right, so the whole spirit thing that he was yada yada born as a chosen one with fire powers, that came from his dad, who was kind of a some protector of some fire temple thingy, and he has to perform certain rituals to keep the peace around that temple, and that fire spirit is part of it. However, when Joe was born, that duty sort of was supposed to go to him, and to do that stuff, his dad had to perform some sort of ritual, but the mother was like, "No, don't hurt my kid, you monster. I will take the baby away and leave you forever." And that made the temple, the area, and Joe vulnerable to dark spirits that now, without Joe knowing it, are roaming free around the temple area and the village nearby and stuff. Because Joe is not doing his job, but he was never told his job. And in the middle of that, the dark spirit, Raphael, his inner demon, consume the fire spirit and become the, what do you call it? Basically Joe's imaginary friend. Because his mother didn't want to tell him about stuff, because it was all scary and stuff. And unlucky for her, I'm not sure if this will stay canon, but of course his mother dies in a fire, you know? Of course. So she doesn't live to tell the tale or like give him a clue. And so he's just walking around being displaced and don't know what to do. Screw Raphael, he stinks. Oh. Do you know what to draw to make a face? Oh no. Don't tell me. You're growing rich. Insane lore drop. I'm sorry, I've been thinking about this very recently. We'll see if it stays that way. But now you heard the sad origin story of my my dear character who I made in my teens. Oh no, I'm not able to draw the thing. Oh, that's where it is. I'm drawing circles, but you can't see it because it's masked away. Here it is. Very good. Here, there's a circle for you. Do you like it? I don't. I'll erase it. You're not satisfied? I'll give you another one. There you go. And now this is kind of where stuff is going. This would be the middle of the head. I kind of divide it into squarish planes, like so. Anyway, that's the circle. Yeah, I got less than 3 minutes left. But yeah, insane lore drop. My original character, Do Not Steal. We'll see if that becomes an interesting story ever. Probably not, but you heard it here first. Heard it here first. Heard it from me. But yeah, I love this guy. He's so troubled. He's so edgy. He enjoys violence and he is so ashamed of it. And he's very confused. You hope it will? Nice. Oh, I'm struggling to make this. What's going on? Okay, yeah, that's it. When you fold your palm around like the what do you call that? The color of something. There's the palm going this way, but then oh goodness. This is hard. I will not make it. I'm not gonna finish the sketch until I'm cutting it off. Yeah, I don't know how his story would go forward in that. How on earth would he discover that he has important duties to fulfill uh, in order to both save lives and maintain some level of peace somewhere? At least it's a sense of belonging. But how would he? How will he know? But that's the fun with having just an idea. You can make up stuff and be like, maybe this works, maybe this works. It's like, yeah, I'm just playing with Legos. What artist are you if you don't traumatize the cancer out of your characters? Yeah, exactly. I'm torturing my characters so I don't have to feel pain. I'm giving my characters pain so I don't have to take it. You have lots of OCs depriving of trauma. Yep, that's how it is. Flip the canvas. Yeah? What about it? Why? Alright. It's been 2 hours. I can't make his hands work here. So I'll leave it there. Look at the sad boy. Single tear. I forgot to check the other side of the canvas. He is just crying. Oh, the poor suffering soul. This is just something I added somewhere where I was copy pasting stuff. Oh my god, the flip version is so good. Yeah, I'm not completely happy, but it's something. It's more. Doesn't have the same energy, but you know, replicating that from a little, it's hard, but it's all in good fun. Anyway, I'm gonna end it there. We quit that, close that off, close the program, and we're happy with today's effort. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short 2 hours of slight work. At least we finished 2 pages today. That's great. And yeah, well, I'm honestly happy to be done with that one because it was draining me. I noticed. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.